As a student, you should know what is quadratic equation. A quadratic equation is the equation of the form ax squared plus bx plus c equals to 0. That is, a quadratic equation is the equation with one unknown and whose highest power of the unknown is 2. We call this 2 degree, or we call it the power. Ax squared plus bx plus c equals to 0. So the 2 here raised to power 2 make this to be quadratic equation, where and this a can never be equals to 0. If this a is equals to 0, then this is no more a quadratic equation. It means that it will be a linear equation. A linear equation is equation of this form. Or you can say ax plus b equals to 0. That is ax plus b equals to 0. This is called linear equation in the sense that the highest degree is 1. There is 1 here. So this is called quadratic equation. Then we have of solving quadratic equation. We have method of solving quadratic equation. Methods. So I have explained what quadratic equation means. I say it's the equation of the form ax squared plus bx plus c equals to 0, where x is the unknown and the highest degree is 2. Now I said, how do we solve quadratic equation? Method of solving quadratic equation. Method or completing the square method. Completing the square method. 2, we have what we call factorization method. Sorry, let me change my marker. Factorization method. We have number 3, formula method, and the final one, which is what we call graphical methods. So these are the 4 methods of solving quadratic equation. Now let's look at solving quadratic equation using completing the square method. Now, completing the square method. Now we'll show you now how to use completing the square method. It is this method that gave rise to what we call quadratic formula. Now let me show you something now. This is the quadratic equation I gave you. This is the quadratic equation. So now this method of completing the square says that if equation of this nature is given, the first thing you do, you take c to the other side. The first step is take c to this side. You now say ax squared plus bx equals to 0 minus c. 0. If this plus c crosses, it will be minus c. If it is minus, if it crosses, it will be plus c. So this will give you this ax squared plus bx equals to now minus c. Then the second method said you should divide through by the coefficient of x squared. And what is the coefficient of x squared? A. If it is greater than 1. If it is greater than 1, you will not apply this method. But if it is not greater than 1, you leave it. You continue the next step that I will give now. So we will now say divide all through by a. So if you divide through, this will give you a squared, cancel this, plus bx over a equals to minus c over a. So at this point now, we have gotten this one. The next step is obtain half coefficient of x. What is coefficient of x here? Coefficient of x here is what? is plus b over a. So what is half of it? Half here, you multiply it by 1 over 2. It will give you what now? B over 2a. Add this, add square it, add it to both of this. We have two parts now in this equation, this side and this, so add it to both sides. So once you do that, what are you going to have? You will have something like this. Add what? A over 2a all square to both sides. You now have x square plus b over ax plus, now you add this over 2a all square equals to, add it this side, minus c over a plus b over 2a all square. Then combine these two. Combine these two. If you combine these two, if you expand these two, now you get this equation. But so you combine this and this, you now have x plus b over 2a all squared, because both of them are square, so you combine them. You now have what? Now open this bracket, you have minus a over plus b squared over 4a squared. So look for LCM of this side now. What do we have? LCM of this side is what? LCM is 4a squared over 4a squared. So this divide this, what will remain is what? Now 4a. 4a times the numerator, you have minus 4ac plus, this divide this one times this, you have b squared. So we now have, now you can now rewrite this as what now? Starting with positive b squared minus 4ac all over 4a squared. Then equate it to this now, which we left in order to expand this. We now have x plus b over 2a all squared now is equals to this. Then you now take this square root, square root both sides. To remove this square root, you square root both sides. So if you square root both sides now, I hope you have taken out this. You see, I hope you have, if you square both sides, this will open to give you what? X plus b over 2a equals to, then when you square root both sides, you assume this side to be positive or negative. You say plus or minus square root of b square minus 4ac all over 4a squared. So now, according to we can, rules of sort, we can separate these two to have what? A plus b over 2a equals to a. You can separate this to have this according to the rule of sort. You right? Yes, if you have learned sort, but one of these days we talk about sort. So this will give you now a b over 2a. Sorry, this is plus or equals to plus or minus square root of b square minus 4ac over, the square root of 4 is 2, square root of a is, square root of a square is 8. Then you move this one now this side. You collect like that, move this one without x to this side, you now have x equals, when you put plus crosses, it will be negative, minus plus or minus, this is, sorry, 2a plus or minus b square minus 4ac all over 2a. So LCM of these two now will now give you what? X equals to minus, LCM of this is what? You say it is 2a, you rule your line. This divide this one times this, you get minus b plus or minus, sorry, this is 2 equals to, you now write LCM of this divide this one times this is minus b plus or minus this plus, now this divide this one or times the numerator b square minus 4ac. So you can see now that this is the what now, that root formula, quadratic formula, sorry, this is called quadratic formula. So in this sense we can now say x equals to minus b plus square root of b square minus 4ac over 2a, or minus b plus or minus ac. Then put minus, now separating this, now this is plus or minus over 2a. So this is the to the root of the two equation. Now let me give you an example on how